For every fiery hillside in California, there are countless families wondering what's left for us past the roadblock down that twisty, burned-out highway.
The fire was coming over the ridge, threatening, and it was imminent.
This is what's left of John McCauley's home. It burned down in the 36,000-acre Tubbs fire 3 years ago. Now the glass fire is covering much of the same area, and he's on the run again.
This time around, we had a go bag ready, not leaving things behind like this.
John played 2 seasons with the San Francisco 49ers back in the 80s. He left his home with his Super Bowl 19 ring and the shirt on his back.
There's some clothes we're bringing, right, but I'm not obviously dressed very fashionably today, but
it's all you got.
That's it.
Fire department!
We were up in the mountains when Dane Gutierrez and Megan Pasley barely escaped.
It's kind of disappointing.
You can clearly see where the fire was racing through the canyons in the overnight hours, but the firefighters here who stood watch all night long were able to just barely save Dane's house.
The wildfire swept through the Santa Rosa neighborhood. It burned Napa Valley wineries, and it's all very close to where John and his wife were living with the in-laws until they got out and 2,000 firefighters moved in.
You know, we have changed our climate, no question.
With 23 major wildfires burning at once, California just passed the grim milestone of 4 million acres torched this year alone.
Has it ever even crossed your mind to say, this is too much fire to live in this area, I gotta go?
Yeah. As we're rebuilding our house from that 2017 inferno, you know, we're saying, does it make sense to be here in the same thing? If the weather turns, the wind turns, it's all over.
As you see, there's a lot of homes burned to the ground in this area, but in this particular neighborhood, everything seems fine. Right up here is John's house, where he's living with his in-laws, and in fact, as we pull in here, you can see 316. They made it so far, but the fire is still very, very close.
Driving back through those charred roads, we stopped at the former NFL player's hotel with the good news.
That's great. Thank
at
you
least
very
your
much.
At least
Very
your in-laws
relieved.
have a house.
Yeah, that's true.
But John and his family have some big decisions to make. Stay in California, where he grew up and played all those home games, or go.
You know, what do? Go to the East Coast or the Gulf Coast and get wiped out by a hurricane? We haven't figured it out.
In California's fire-scorched wine country, Dave Malkoff, The Weather Channel.